Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State called for open lines of communication as he spoke with China's foreign minister. Antony Blinken's planned visit to Beijing would be the first trip by a top U.S. diplomat to China since his predecessor Mike Pompeo in October 2018. Now, the relations between the world's two largest economies have tanked in recent years. The multiple issues of friction include Taiwan, trade and human rights, to name some. Blinken is due in Beijing on Sunday for talks aimed at calming nerves after a previous planned visit was abruptly cancelled in February. Back then, a Chinese balloon, which Beijing denies was a government spy vessel, spent a week flying over the US and Canada before being shot down. In his call with the Chinese foreign minister, Blinken said that they discussed the ongoing efforts to maintain open channels of communication. A Beijing readout of the call struck a more controversial tone, however. The Chinese readout stated that Xi warned that the relations between the two countries had faced new difficulties and challenges since the beginning of this year. Now, Joe Biden and Xi met in Bali in November. The presidents agreed to try to prevent tensions from soaring out of control, including by sending Blinken to Beijing. The two sides have more recently locked again to keep tensions in check. Biden's national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, and top Chinese diplomat Wang Yi also held an extensive closed-door meeting in Vienna last month. Biden has sought limited areas for cooperation with China, such as climate change. Now, the U.S. president's approach differs from the more fully adversarial position adopted at the end of the administration of his predecessor, Donald Trump. Last week, the White House accused China of operating an intelligence unit in Cuba for years. The White House added that China upgraded the intelligence unit in 2019 in an effort to enhance its presence on the Caribbean island. A base in Cuba would be viewed in Washington as a direct challenge to the continental United States. Remember, Cuba lies around 150 kilometers off Florida's southern tip. And asked about the base at a regular press briefing, the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson said that he was unaware of the situation.